only the number of particles and not on the nature of the particle. So first, to start, we have to first discuss what is the osmosis. So osmosis is a biological term and it is very easy term. So what is the osmosis? Osmosis is the simply movement of water from their high concentration to low concentration area through semi-permeable membrane. If water move from its higher concentration to low concentration through semi-permeable membrane, then it is termed as osmosis. It is very easy term. So to understand what is osmosis, first we have to understand what is diffusion. So to explain the process of diffusion, this is very simple experiment which is showing in this diagram. Very simple diagram. And what is the diagram? According to this diagram, uh, we we took copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solutions in a container. Copper sulfate solution in a container. Then copper sulfate solution in a container or in a beaker, and then add water to this solution slowly. Then what will happen or what will we see? We see that the particle of copper sulfate, particle of copper sulfate, particle of copper sulfate will move upward, and water molecule will move downward till the concentration of copper sulfate and water become uniformly in the solution. So this term is called diffusion. So to understand better osmosis, first we have to understand what is diffusion. So diffusion is very simple term. So diffusion is the movement of particle from their higher concentration area to low concentration area. See, if we lighted a incense stick in our room or in puja ghar, then what we see after some time the smell or odor of the incense stick distribute in whole the chamber or in whole the room. This is the example of a diffusion. This is a very good example of diffusion. So what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of particle from their high concentration area to low concentration area. So it is a diffusion. But the osmosis is quite different. In osmosis, the water particle or solvent moves from its higher concentration area to low concentration area till the concentration in both the sides become equal. So it is called osmosis. So this is the definition of diffusion. According to diffusion, we have learned the spontaneous mixing of the particle of the solute present in the solution or and in the solvent above the solution to form a homogeneous mixture is called diffusion. And it is just a spontaneous mixing of gases to form homogeneous mixture only. See, this is example. There is diagram so to show osmosis. What is showing in this diagram? in this diagram, we take a beaker, then place a semi-permeable membrane. This is a semi-permeable membrane. I will explain what is the semi-permeable membrane and how the semi-permeable membrane is formed. This is semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. This is the semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. This is the semi-permeable membrane. And what are the functions of semi-permeable membrane? It allows the solvent particle to enter in the solution. It allow only solvent particle means water to enter in the solution and not the solid particle. So semi-permeable membrane allows only water particle to enter in the solution and not the solid particle to enter in the solvent. So in this diagram we can see osmosis very easily. According to this diagram, we take a beaker. This is the beaker, and in this beaker, uh, the beaker the beaker is divided by a semi-permeable membrane. A beaker is divided by the semi-permeable membrane, and in the left hand side of the beaker we take concentrated copper sulfate solution, and in left hand side in right hand side we take water or dilute copper sulfate solution. So what will happen? The solvent particle means water particle or water molecule will enter from water si- water side to the copper sulfate side till the concentration of water in both the direction become equal. So this is the example of osmosis. So this is showing the movement of water particle only. This is the movement of water particle. So water moves from its higher concentration to low concentration. Only water moves from its higher concentration to low concentration through a semi-permeable membrane, and this phenomenon or this feature is called osmosis. So this is the osmosis, the net spontaneous flow of the solvent of the solvent molecule. So what is the solvent? The solvent is water. Always we take solvent as water. From the solvent to the solution, or from the less concentrate solution to a more concentrate solution through a semi-permeable membrane. A very important point, semi-permeable membrane. It is through the semi-permeable membrane. So is a specific type of membrane which allow only solvent particle to move the and not movement of the solute particle. So it is the meaning of osmosis. Osmosis is a Greek word which means push. It may be remembered by the solution SS only has vapor pressure. It develops osmotic pressure when only in place in contact with pure solvent. So it is very important point we have to remember that osmotic pressure will only applicable those type of solution which have vapor pressure also. This is the another diagram to represent osmosis. To represent the osmosis. So in this diagram, we take two eggs and put in different beaker. In beaker number one, we take a egg without outer shell. So how we can find how can we obtain a egg without outer shell? We place eggs in dilute hydrochloric acid for some time, so that the so that the calcium carbonate outer layer dissolve in the hydrochloric acid, and after 10 to 12 hours we get a egg without outer cell. We get a egg without outer cell. So how can we get a egg without outer cell? By putting the egg in HCl solution for some time. So first egg we will put in water, and second egg we put in NaCl solution. NaCl solution. Salt is added in the water. So in first case, the water will enter in the egg, and the egg swells up. And in the second diagram, in the second situation, where egg is placed in NaCl solution, egg swells, or egg shrink up. In second beaker, where the egg is placed in NaCl solution, so the water molecule which is present inside the egg remove outside. So water will go outside. So egg will shrink. In first diagram, water molecule will come inside. Water molecule will come inside the egg. So egg will swell. And this membrane, this outer membrane is uh, behave like as a semi-permeable membrane for the egg. This is the simple diagram to understand osmosis process. Another experiment or another observation we can see our day-to-day life. If we put some resins in water, then after some times the resins will swell up and become grapes. This is the example of osmosis. So osmosis, there are two type of osmosis. First is end osmosis, and second type of osmosis is X osmosis. End osmosis and X osmosis. There are two type of osmosis: end osmosis and X osmosis. So what is X osmosis? If water from the cell remove and comes outer solution, if the water remove from the cells and comes outer solution, this is the example of X osmosis. And in end osmosis, water from the surrounding enters enters into the cell. If water comes inside, then example of end osmosis. And if water uh, uh, go through the semi-permeable membrane from the cell to the outer solution, then is the example of X osmosis. When the membrane permits the solvent molecule to come out through the membrane, it is called X osmosis. And when the membrane permit the solvent molecules to enter inside, it's called end osmosis. Very simple term. So what is the difference between diffusion and osmosis? Important again. Osmosis is a semi-permeable membrane is used. Very important point. Semi-permeable membrane is used in osmosis. In osmosis, semi-permeable membrane is used. In osmosis, semi-permeable membrane is used, while in diffusion, no semi-permeable membrane is used. In diffusion, no semi-permeable membrane is used. No semi-permeable membrane is used. Very important. In osmosis, in the process, there is only flow of solvent. Only the flow of solvent. Only solvent molecule will flow from higher concentration area to low concentration area. And in the diffusion, both the solute and solvent moves from their higher concentration area to low concentration area. It takes place from the low concentration to higher concentration. So in osmosis, osmosis takes place from its lower concentration of solvent. It takes place from the lower concentration of solvent to the higher concentration. Okay, it is very important point. And it take place from the higher concentration to lower concentration only. It is very important for diffusion. And the first difference is very important example. Osmosis uh, only and only can happen through the semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane is very necessary for osmosis. And next is it cannot be stopped or reversed by applying. It can be stopped or reversed by applying pressure. If we apply some pressure on the another side, then the osmosis can be revert or can be stopped. But diffusion cannot be stopped or cannot be reversed. Another important point. So now we are going to discuss what is semi-permeable membrane. So it is a specific type of membrane which allow only solvent particle to move and not the solute particle. So there are two type of semi-permeable membrane. Two type of semi-permeable membrane. First is natural type of semi-permeable membrane. Natural semi-permeable membrane. So natural semi-permeable membrane. Yes, vegetable membranes, animal membranes are called act as a natural in artificial semi-permeable membrane. Artificial semi-permeable membrane are made by parchment paper. Very important, parchment paper and cellophane form the artificial semi-permeable membrane. And the another are copper ferrocyanide, silicates of iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. form artificial semi-permeable membrane. So now we are going to discuss very important point, osmotic pressure. To understand what is osmotic pressure, what is osmotic pressure? Pressure applied by the process of osmosis. When osmosis occurs, some pressure will applied by the osmosis process, and that pressure is called osmotic pressure. To understand what is osmosis, let's uh, see simple experiment. In this experiment, this is the Thistle funnel, inverted Thistle funnel, and inverted Thistle funnel. I am drawing. I am drawing the diagram of okay. So it is a very simple diagram. This is the Thistle funnel, and we tied a semi-permeable membrane on the mouth of the Thistle funnel. We took two Thistle funnel and put in the beaker containing distilled water, and we take some solution. It is the sugar solution inside the Thistle funnel and place inside the distilled water. After some time, we see that the column of sugar solution inside the Thistle funnel increases. This is the column of sugar solution inside the Thistle funnel. It is increases. How this happen? Uh, by the process of osmosis. In this process, water molecules enter uh, from the solvent side to the sugar solution through this semi-permeable membrane. From this to this semi-permeable membrane, and this process is called osmosis. And due to osmosis, the liquid level inside the thistle funnel increases. This is the osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is may be defined at the equilibrium hydrostatic pressure of the column set up by the as a result of osmosis. तो ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर कब एप्लीकेबल होगा? जब ऑस्मोसिस होगा। जब ऑस्मोसिस होगा तो ही ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर ऑब्जर्व कर पाएंगे। तो ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर का मतलब क्या है, वो सिंपल डायग्राम में इसमें बताया हुआ है। टिचल फनल लिया है, दिस इज द इन्वर्टेड टिचल फनल। मैं इसका स्ट्रक्चर बना देता हूँ। टिचल फनल का इस टाइप का टिचल फनल होता है। This is the thistle funnel. Thistle funnel like a thistle funnel is like a funnel like structure, long funnel like structure। सिंपल एक फनल जैसा ही होता है, लेकिन इसका जो डिलीवरी जो ट्यूब है, डिलीवरी ट्यूब ये थोड़ी सी क्या होती है, ये इसकी लेंथ ज़्यादा होती है। तो इस फिशल फनल में जो इसका जो माउथ है, इस माउथ को हमने किससे टाई कर दिया है? सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन लगा दी। तो ये सेम डायग्राम है, ये इनिशियल डायग्राम है और ये फाइनल स्टेट है। इज द इनिशियल स्टेट ऑफ द डायग्राम, इज द फाइनल स्टेट ऑफ द डायग्राम। तो हम इसमें हमने क्या किया? शुगर सॉल्यूशन भर दिया है। शुगर सॉल्यूशन भरने के बाद में इसमें एक ऐसे बीकर में रखा है, एक ऐसे कंटेनर में रखा है जिसमें हमने ऑलरेडी क्या लिया है? वाटर लिया है, डिस्टिल वाटर लिया है। इसके अंदर हमने क्या लिया है? वाटर। तो क्या होगा? ड्यू टू ऑस्मोसिस water will enter from the water from enter from the semi permeable membrane, and the solutions inside the thistle funnel increases. This is the uh, height of the solution that is increases। ये इतनी हाइट देखो, इसमें सॉल्यूशन की इतनी हाइट इंक्रीज हो गई। अब ये इतनी हाइट इंक्रीज हो गई है तो क्या करेगी? एक प्रेशर क्रिएट करेगी। ये एक प्रेशर क्रिएट करेगी। किसके ऊपर प्रेशर क्रिएट करेगी? इसके लोअर मॉलिक्यूल के ऊपर। यहाँ पे लोअर साइड के ऊपर एक प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा यहाँ पे, और इसके ऊपर ये प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा। तो इस वजह से क्या होगा? ये जो ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस है वो आफ्टर सम टाइम क्या हो जाएगा? बंद हो जाएगा। आफ्टर सम टाइम द ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस स्टॉप ड्यू टू प्रेशर क्रिएटेड बाय द column of the solution, and this pressure is called osmotic pressure। इस प्रोसेस की, इस प्रेशर की वजह से क्या होगा? ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा? कुछ टाइम के बाद में रुक जाएगा। इसका मतलब इक्विलिब्रियम की कंडीशन आ जाएगी। इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन का मतलब है जितने पानी के मॉलिक्यूल इस सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन से इस लिक्विड के अंदर जाएंगे, उतने ही मॉलिक्यूल वापस इस सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन से इस लिक्विड के अंदर वापस आ जाएंगे। इसका मतलब जितने पानी के मॉलिक्यूल इसके अंदर एंटर करेंगे, उतने ही पानी के मॉलिक्यूल वापस एग्जिट करेंगे। इसका मतलब टोटल जो जो नेट अमाउंट है वाटर का इसके अंदर इंक्रीज नहीं होगा। इसका मतलब ऑस्मोसिस क्या हो जाएगा? स्टॉप हो जाएगा। और जब इस ऑस्मोसिस स्टॉप हो जाएगा तो ये किसकी वजह से हुआ है? ड्यू टू प्रेशर क्रिएटेड बाय द वाटर कॉलम। इस वाटर कॉलम की वजह से जो प्रेशर क्रिएट हुआ है, इस वजह से क्या होता है? वजह से इस वजह से जो ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस है वो क्या हो जाएगा? स्टॉप हो जाएगा। इसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं? ऑस्मोसिस, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर। अब इस ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर का क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है? तो इसका क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है? दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ सिंपल ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर। तो ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए एक अलग से एक और डायग्राम दिया हुआ है। तो इसमें क्या लिया हुआ है? इस टाइप का चेम्बर लिया है। इस चेम्बर में लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में और राइट हैंड साइड में, इन राइट हैंड साइड वी टेक solvent, in left hand side we fill we fill solution। left hand side we fill solution, and right hand side we'll take solvent। तो सॉल्वेंट साइड से क्या होगा, हमें पता है सॉल्वेंट साइड, बाय द सॉल्वेंट साइड द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल विल एंटर इन द solution. From the solvent side, water molecule will enter in the solution side. So the amount of solution will increase. To stop this osmosis process, we apply some force. We apply some pressure or force by this piston. तो इस ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस को स्टॉप करने के लिए या इसको रोकने के लिए हम कुछ क्या करते हैं, पिस्टन से इसके ऊपर एक फोर्स लगाते हैं, एक प्रेशर क्रिएट करते हैं। तो प्रेशर क्रिएट करने से क्या होगा, ये मॉलिक्यूल्स जो हैं वो इस सॉल्यूशन के जो पार्टिकल्स है या मॉलिक्यूल्स है वो क्या करेंगे, एक प्रेशर क्रिएट करेंगे। तो इस प्रेशर से ये जो ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस है वो क्या हो जाएगा, रुक जाएगा। तो जितना प्रेशर इस ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस को स्टॉप करने के लिए हम अप्लाई करते हैं उसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर। So I think it is clear to all of you. So this is the minimum axis pressure that has to applied on the solution to prevent the entry of the solvent in the solution through the semi-permeable membrane is called osmotic pressure. Important term. Yes. The osmotic pressure, ये जो osmotic pressure है इसका हम यूज करते हैं रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस में। तो आजकल हमारे घरों में लगा होता है आरओ प्लांट। तो आरओ क्या है, आरओ इज रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस। तो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस का क्या कंसेप्ट है, व्हाट इज रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस। तो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस से हम क्या कर सकते हैं, प्योर वाटर ऑब्टेन कर सकते हैं। तो टू ऑब्टेन प्योर वाटर और टू रिमूव द इम्प्योरिटीज फ्रॉम द वाटर वी यूज रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस